For 18 years, couples across Trinidad and Tobago have been rediscovering the joy of marriage through something extraordinary. Welcome to Merge, where love is nurtured, connection is deepened, and marriages are strengthened one couple at a time.
Whether it's our Merge monthly meetings, exciting couples activities, or our annual retreat, Merge is the place for enriching your marriage.
Merge is not just another marriage group. It's more than that. It's a safe space where real conversation begins, where struggles are met with support and victories are celebrated together.
Merge has been encouraging and uplifting.
Merge has been novel.
Merge has been unifying.
And as a newly married couple, Merge has been something we have never experienced.
We all know marriages can be challenging, so coming to the Merge monthly meetings will always leave you feeling motivated and encouraged to stay committed.
There's so many things that happen within the marriage, but there's so many candid thoughts that are shared within Merge, and apart from that, the fun as well as so many different dimensions to Merge. It really helps you to refocus and enjoy your marriage.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Merge podcast. Welcome. I'm Kareina, and we have
Jayden
and
David.
And we are here. We're going to discuss the scintillating topic. What are her three needs, or
top three things
a
that
woman needs. So if you are interested in this discussion, stay tuned.
Maloney SDA Church is absolutely buzzing as we prepare for this Sabbath afternoon's Bible spelling bee happening at 3 p.m. at the Maloney SDA Church. Of course, we have many churches represented. We have Aruka, we have Sangre Grande, Sangre Chiquito, we have Siparia, Tumpuna Road, Maloney SDA, of course, Mondo, and many more churches represented. We even have our schools represented. We have USC, Bates, and CUC represented. So be sure to be there at 3 p.m. sharp this Sabbath afternoon. Of course, be there, and of course, come buzzing.
Je chancelle avec les yeux bandés. Le chemin à parcourir n'est pas clair. Mes mains tendues.
Bonjour. Hi, yes, this is Kareina again.
Where are you?
What do you mean where I am? I am in a soirée romantique. It's a Merge end of year event. Yeah, and it is a French team this year. Listen, couples are having a grand time. Wait now, is Cry trying there? Oh gosh, I am sorry you couldn't make it this year either. Well listen, I am so happy because I am just getting to have the time of my life with my husband. And you know what's the best part? We wouldn't have to even go France this year because this event is it, let me tell you. Alright, I have to go now. Things heating up here. Alright, bye. And we are back on Emerge Podcast. Thanks, guys, for joining us right now. We would have had some early viewers, and we thank you all for joining us. We have Cleon Richardson, bright and early. Thank you. And share the link, like the video as we go live and explore this really dynamic topic, the top 3 needs of women. Now, guys, guess like I'll be doing most of the talking tonight.
Yes, you will.
And that was a joke. But yeah, so top 3 needs. I mean, I got a lot of feedback in my WhatsApp because I asked my friends, my lady friends, to give some feedback, and we want to Engage the chat also. What do you think the top 3 needs for ladies are? And if you are a lady, put your top 3 needs in the chat as well.
Guys, and we'll analyze your top 3 needs and tell you if it's really a need or a want.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're raring and we're ready to go. We've been here since about 7 o'clock discussing this thing, and it's juicy, guys. It's juicy. Yeah. So feel free, remember to share the link, like and subscribe. We have a giveaway at the end of the podcast. So you want to stick around till the end. You want to be participating in the chat, in the discussion. And we have those giveaways at the end. 2 tickets to an event that you don't want to miss out on. We'll let you know further on in the program. But Kareina, we were really excited and we got ahead of ourselves in discussing this topic. The top 3 things that a woman needs. David, coming straight out of the gate. Wow. What do you say? The top 3 things that a woman needs. And before he says that too, all of those of you who are online, start to put it in the chat. 1, 2, 3. You can prioritize it if you want. What is number 1? What is number 2? What is number 3? Ladies, we want to hear from you all. Guys, we want to hear what you think are the top 3 needs of a woman. Are the woman a little delirious in what they say and the needs are? Or are
What?
they,
Is it misleading?
Is it misleading? Is it misleading? That's what we're going to find out. David, what do you think?
All right, now, so in preparation for the topic, I didn't ask women what they need.
Right.
I just going off of personal experience, other person's experience as well, and what I've seen. And the first thing I had to write down is a man who has access to money. No, a woman might not necessarily tell you they want a money man because it might, to some of them, it might look like they're shallow. So they might not necessarily place it like that. But they want a man, I think, who has access to money. You don't have to be rich one time, but he must be on the way to having some kind of financial strength to be able to flex a financial muscle in him, right? So I think that is one. The next one I had right now was capable of being violent. Take a breath, breathe, right? Capable of being violent. Now, it doesn't mean that he's going around just coughing people in the face. Good morning, boop, I don't like how you say it to me. It means that if you're walking down the road, he must be able to defend you somehow, or defend your family, or defend your child. If you see a dog rush, you don't want, most ladies, I know, you don't want to be walking around with a man who's, like we don't say, I don't want to say imps, but I just say imps. Right. But he's not capable of even defending himself. Right, so a man who's capable of being violent, not necessarily towards you, but to protect you from the world.
A man who they frighten him and he busts a high scream. You jump out here, boo!
That's definitely scream, your points going down the drain for us.
They want to see a man, when he hear a loud noise, he must get alert and turn to the other side ready to defend.
He can't be looking more frightened than you. Like, honey, what we should do? I hear somebody knocking the door. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's like I heard I was watching a video and this guy was like, he was in bed 2 o'clock in the morning and his wife woke him up and she said, babe, I heard a noise outside. He said, okay. She said, I think some people are outside. He said, well, that's where they're supposed to be. He said, that's why we inside.
And they're outside.
They're outside. He said, that's where they're supposed to be. But yeah, you want a guy.
I don't think she had liked the response from him.
Nah. She wanted him to go outside too.
She wanted to go outside when he cut last night. Who making noise outside here?
Yeah.
So I think capable of being violent. Well, obviously you must know to control that violence, as I say. But capable of knowing when to use it, when not to use it. Because they don't want to go out with somebody who just ready to fight. That's a problem for them and for you because you with them. And you can get attacked because you with them.
Yeah, boy.
Right? Yeah. And the last one was some loving, somebody who's being affectionate towards them, etc. So that's my top 3, guys. Yeah. I think, yeah.
That sounds good. What are your top 3? Because I will have the last say on this.
All right.
You should.
Yeah.
All right. I think, like David, I think a woman wants a man who's able to protect. And I remember some time ago we had a group of guys and we were linemen and we were asking, don't try this at home because you can destroy relationships. But couples were together and we were asking the female counterpart in the couple, like, Do you feel safe with your man?
Oh my God.
Like when you go out Lyman, you go to Port of Spain, you go downtown, do you feel safe with your man? And boy, some women have to wash them out. You know? But the reality of it is, I think to some degree, women want a man to feel secure with. And the fact of it is that he, as you rightly say, he's not going around beating up everybody and just being overly aggressive.
Right.
But I think they want that balance between an affection. They want a gentle giant.
Yeah.
You know, they want a guy who, and I think that may be part of the reason why women like tall men. You know?
Because, yeah, well, the physically more important.
Okay,
No,
now
serious,
keep your
no,
face
serious.
straight. Your man is not tall. But some women like taller guys
Right.
because
Taller than them.
just the physique alone makes you feel secure. So you stand up 6'3", 6'4", and you have a little thing about you.
They're on height.
Yeah. You don't have to say much. You don't have to do much. Like I met a guy that had to bend to come in these doors here.
Brother.
Yeah, like he has to duck and come in, and the guy is muscular. Like any woman with him, he don't have to be violent at all.
He don't even have to talk.
He don't have to talk. Everywhere he goes, the other guys feel naturally intimidated and it's like, hey, big man, big man.
Big man. Yeah.
Nobody's going to rush him.
Yeah, at all.
Nobody's going
He
to rush
probably
him.
wouldn't have get into a fight.
Yeah, and so women generally, just in his presence, feel safe. And I think to some degree, if you don't have the stature, women want to feel safe in your presence.
Right.
And that could be just by knowing that in the right time, he has the right response. Yeah, so I think that's one of it for me in terms of women needing. I think women also want a lot of affection. They want
The
pampering.
want or the need?
They need. They need a lot of affection. They need pampering.
Yeah.
They love men to take care of them. But I mean, at the same time, they like to play strong sometimes, eh? They like to play strong and things, but they generally inside, although a woman might play tough on the outside,
she
wants a man to take care of and stuff. And that's the third point is a woman wants a leader. A woman wants a man. And a woman wants a man. And this could be real subjective. This could be real subjective because there are some women out there that have a little bit more
testosterone and
oh my
their partner.
You know, but it has some women out there, they're a little bit more dominant and domineering than their male counterparts. And we live in a society now where people are different, and you know, they're saying, well, they want to be the man in or act as that type of role. But I think generally a feminine woman wants a guy who knows what he's about, who's anchored, who's sure, and who could say, we have a plan. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do so, consult with you, but he's decisive. You know, so I think those three things for me, the ability to have aggression and to turn it up when necessary to feel safe, 2, love and affection, being affectionate, and 3, she wants a leader.
All right.
Yeah, solid list.
Yeah, those are some.
Anybody say anything in the chat yet?
Yes. We have Stenson coming out in the chat, and she is basically sharing top 3 needs: respect, safety, and love the Lord. Jasmine F is saying feeling safe, protected, feeling admired, cherished, emotionally secure.
Well, she handled already.
Yeah. But I will share that some ladies, as I was saying earlier, some ladies sent me some of their top 3s. Right? What they are agreeing with y'all on is definitely that need to feel safe and secure with the person who they are with, that man that they are with. They need to feel safe and secure, and that you could handle a situation if it becomes a situation. Other things that came out were honesty, attentiveness, emotional and mental security as well. So those were some things that came out, and that they should have, they need to feel that there is no power struggle in the relationship. So I find that was interesting.
What?
No power struggle in the relationship.
Hold on. Let's dig a little deeper into that. Talk about that a little bit. What that means?
Maybe my power struggle, like.
Well, what they have is common life projects, but also autonomy. So no power battles within the relationship.
Right.
So they need to know that they're on the same trajectory with their partner, but they still have their own autonomy to function So it's not a power. It doesn't have any power battle, so to speak.
That's a ticklish thing, and I'll tell you why. Because two have to become one, and when two become one, there needs to be a head. Because two people can lead at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a ticklish thing if you're not healthy emotionally.
Right,
You see,
right.
so if the man, let's say the man has insecurity issues, then it becomes ticklish.
Yeah.
You know, in that he wants to dominate, and he can't take her idea because his ego is threatened because, and there are many men like that, eh? You don't want to listen to a woman idea, even though her point better than yours. You don't want to take it because your ego will be bruised and you'll feel less than a man. If that's the thing, but you need little therapy, take her 2 sessions and come back out.
That will fix up easy.
Yeah, I come back out and get in a healthy
I guess
situation.
I guess then he's being too loyal to his idea, and he not really loyal to the thing working. He's loyal to being right.
Yeah.
So he wants to be right no matter what.
And then a point that also somebody would have sent to me is that they need, as a woman, they need to feel seen and known and loved for who they are as a person. So aside from respect and loyalty, feeling safe, so we could dig a little bit into that more when further along in any discussion, but that was just, some points coming out. And even in our chat, that's not, let me get the name properly, Colted Finch is saying love, respect, and loyalty are some of the top 3 things that they think a woman needs. I'm not sure if it's a man or woman said it, but yeah.
Hopefully it's a woman.
Yeah.
So it begs the next question, because we're trying to decipher here what a woman needs. And our ability as men to understand what a woman needs is kind of, after that you want to try to fill those needs so you can have a happy relationship, a happy marriage, whatever. But the question is begged, because it is a real question. From generation to generation, do women needs change? Have women needs change from generation to generation? Like say, the age of my grandmother or even my mother, are the needs of women today different from women of the former generations, baby boomers?
Well,
that's a question for you.
Yes, okay.
You can't answer that question.
Thanks so much for the question. I mean, if you want to chime in the chat as well, we'll take the chat. But from my perspective, I would say that yes, from generation to generation, the needs of women have changed, and I would say may continue to change due to sometimes the factors that occur in society as well. So if you look at the period of time where women were mostly at home and not earning an income and a living and stuff like that, the need of a woman there would be financial, more financial, like you really, really need a man to provide and be that breadwinner in the home. So you would probably lean more into financial, and then probably, I think security I think that runs throughout, because throughout generations, because I don't think a woman can inherently, naturally become like a man to protect herself. I'm not saying that women can't protect themselves, but within a relationship, I think if that dynamic changes, I think that might be a little challenging for the couple. If you understand what I am saying or where I'm going with it. Well, anyway, let me leave on David. David is agreeing with what I'm saying, but so I think it does change throughout generation to generation due to societal changes and the entrance of women into the workforce. Maybe women don't really need financial. I'm not disagreeing with your point earlier when you said somebody who has the capacity to earn or to be financially stable, but women have now entered, and I think that one can kind of change a little bit. But the safety, that stays, and probably throughout their life cycle too, I think their needs can change or vary. like if they just had a baby, or if they are ill, or stuff like that, other changes can impact what women need from time to time.
And I want to agree with you, coming back to what you're saying concerning women and men physically and whatever. The fact is, I mean, I'll say it straight. Men are generally stronger than women, and by a whole lot too. The average man, I'm not speaking, I know that there are some women out there. Please do not try to find me and wrestle me. There are some women out there very strong.
And yes,
yes.
You know?
So, but we're speaking of averages here. And generally, the average man is stronger and faster than the average woman. That is why they still need to keep gender-specific sports.
Yeah.
And women's NBA, women's football leagues, women's volleyball, male volleyball. Because the man, the testosterone in a man, the muscular density of a man, the ability of his liver to create glycogen and the quick twitching muscle fibers and stuff, very different from a woman.
Okay.
And so because of that, that in and of itself, kind of the biology or the makeup of the male-female difference kind of lends to what a woman needs from a man and what a man needs from a woman.
Okay.
Because there are things that a woman can physically do that a man can't. Like we can't make children.
Nah.
Yeah, but a woman can. So that's where reproductive needs.
Yeah. So yeah, and so women are different from men, and but I'm agreeing that throughout the generations and throughout the years, and some people argue that from day to day, women's needs change.
Kareina, is that true? Is that true, Kareina?
Anyway, as I go through the
I think that's not true, yes.
No, but let's be real.
All right, let me bring back the conversation here.
You know what? Some women, you ask them what you want to eat this morning, and they say one thing, and then by this evening it changes.
No, but we have 3 meals in a day, you know. So what breakfast, lunch, dinner is 3 separate things.
Simple thing. Don't ask, just bring.
Yeah.
Honey, I brought that for you. Don't like me, so please.
What I will share.
Money on that.
What I will share in David's line of questioning is sometimes, come on, let's be real. Sometimes women have hormonal changes that may influence their moods, their behaviors, their appetite, what they need, what they're craving for, what they feel for, what they definitely don't want, and that could also influence what they need at that point in time. Okay, so I am.
I'm not fighting you at all.
No, and just for clarity, let me just say that these needs of a woman and these differences in how they may vacillate or change aren't negative in my mind. It's interpreted as negative by men because we are different to women.
Right.
But understanding them, and I know we'll come to that further on in the discussion, understanding it and how it plays a role into the dynamic of a relationship is where we have to get to.
But you just ask that question. What if you see those traits in a woman and a man? Like he is highly...
The traits of a woman and a man?
You see traits of a woman like a quick mood change and stuff. You see that in a man.
No, you ask him straight, he's like, hello.
Yeah, and no, let me tell you, I don't want a brethren like that, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want a brethren like that. His mood changes. I have feeling to do that now.
I think men generally have more steady relationships because of that lack of mood swings.
Okay.
So I mean, I met women who every time you see them is a different mood. But generally speaking, when you meet Joseph, that's how he is. Every day, that's how he is.
Yeah.
Even if he is a difficult fella, you're always that way.
Yeah.
So you just so you learn as a man now because you're a problem solver how to adapt. So you know you're angling to him like this. You know you're angling to David like this. But not so
one approach right through them.
Yeah, one approach.
Why I said that is this time I was buying doubles, right? And the guy was wrapping out a doubles to me, but an older guy was waiting. And he kind of told like older guy like, wait, I'm not dealing with you as yet. So the older guy was going to order the next doubles and he was like, the man switched. He didn't want to know what doubles again because I was getting it before him. And I was like, bro, why you getting on so far that was just a Monday
The
morning?
man probably was hungry, David.
No. But the man was making it up was just right after me.
Okay.
Right? So that mood swing I saw from that guy, the guy was like in his 70s, I think. That mood swing for me, I was like, yeah, a little bit too passionate about this doubles.
Well, as Kareina highlighting too, and we get
Maybe
into
his sugar was
understand.
low.
Well, this is what I was not going to say because we recognize that hormones and different chemistries and experiences can help in that mood changing, and it's not impossible for a man to have those changes, to experience those changes as
it's
well.
just not attractive.
Yeah, sugar run low and you just you needed food to eat.
Like
that doubles was
that is very true. And I just want to shout out, sorry to just interject, but I mean, we love the conversation that's going on in the chat, and people are joining in. Denise was saying that needs have changed, and she's speaking to the generational needs because many women work now compared to earlier years. Florence Stenson, as people grow older, their needs change. Thanks, Aaron Liverpool, for joining in.
Yeah, but Aaron, thanks. I'm happy to have you.
Declan is saying geography also has a part to play with regards to the needs.
Geography.
Well, Declan, explain that a little bit.
Declan, explain, please.
Sonia Whitaker is saying that since they have been educated, so many are more financially stable, speaking to women, not necessarily depending on a man. C Lady is saying women, despite their social standing or educational background, wants to feel connected / understood.
Okay.
Rashida Edwards is saying quality time, consistency, and trust. Those are her top three.
Quality time, consistency, and trust.
Trust, yeah.
I question that listener, Rashida.
Rashida,
I ain't see anything with money inside there. It should have something to do with financial stability. Rashida, let's be real.
Let's be
so in
real.
half quarters of life, that's not a concern.
Rashida,
Probably.
You don't need the bag.
Just joking, guys. I don't know.
You don't know Rashida?
Yeah. But yeah. No, I don't know people.
Rashida?
I don't work in a bank. I don't watch nobody financial details. I'm not a pocket
No,
watcher.
I mean, and I just want to also hail out. Some people told me that they need a hail out tonight. I want to hail out. They probably joining now, but Sabrina and Nicholas, and also Selena and Nicholas, and all of our friends joining and watching. Zakira, I hope you're watching too, because you tell me that you're going and join, and you know that the podcast was
Charlene,
act like Zakira, so the extra attitude.
Darren, I see you put it up on your status, so thanks so much, and everybody who put it up on their status.
Because we have a lot of people who, and we just shouting you all out now because. For those of you who chat in there, we have a lot of viewers who tell us they always hear consistently. They just don't comment in the chat.
Daniel and his niece and Arlene.
Yeah, Daniel and Arlene.
Who was here last time?
Who was here last time. Yep, so we just want to thank everybody for joining.
Yeah, and don't afraid to continue sharing the live, you know. Yes. We'll appreciate that very much.
If you want a shout out, put it in my chat.
Yeah, and we have a giveaway too. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
And the coder was here since 7 o'clock. So you see, we start at 8 o'clock. She was here
Give the
since
coder
7.
the gift. Give the coder the gift. The coder, I want to get a gift for being on time.
Yeah. And of course, we don't want to forget Kern the boss.
Kern the boss.
Yes, and his wife.
Yes.
Kern and his wife.
And he is a supporter of the Merge podcast.
Of course.
So
Mic test 1, 2.
Yes, and
Thank you,
also
Kern.
PPS Financial Services for supporting our podcast.
Yes, beautiful. Guys, we support people who support this ministry. We're trying to just continue to grow this so that we can continue to spread the message. We, as we mentioned the last time, we're thinking about our time where we can all meet up as a group and probably a little lime, a little picnic, a hike or something of the sort. So guys, just stay with the community. Let's grow this farm group. And yeah, we thank our sponsors, PPS Financial Services and Kern Graphic Source. And again, as they pour into this ministry, we want to just grow this community, and so we want to pour back into them. Please support PPS Financial Services and Graphic Source. PPS Financial Services for all your needs, to be a good steward of what God entrusted unto you. And Graphic Source, of course, all your crusade flyers, your jerseys, your promos, your cups, your hats, you name it. Check out Graphic Source for that.
Yeah.
So guys, again, thank you. We continue on with the topic.
Yeah, and Declan is giving some insight, right?
Yes,
With regards
Declan,
to
let's
the
hear.
geography.
Let me hear
He
Declan.
said that he said that different parts of the world and their laws, like India and even Islamic countries, women are dependent on men, and that hasn't changed. And he also says, yeah, let's hike.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
vibes.
Yeah, geography.
I think he means like
in different,
their
like in the West, we have the standards have changed.
Oh.
But
Right,
in
right.
Places like
in the Eastern culture.
in Eastern culture, it hasn't. Yeah,
To-
as much. It's more they're more rigid with wherever their religion is at that specific place.
I guess.
So the
needs might,
needs are fairly stable.
I guess.
And I
Okay.
guess well
Not
we
sure.
don't live in those societies, so all we really do is see what they say on the news, but who knows, people in those societies are probably accustomed to that life and normal it and like it.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. We live in a Western society of love and that type of thing. But the reality of it is that a lot of parts of the world, people experience love differently.
Yeah.
True.
We've been accustomed to a man liking a woman and finding a woman in and of himself. That has not really been the biblical model in the Eastern world. You know, so it was of the case in the Bible oftentimes where your family go find a spouse for you or your servant go find a partner for you. And so even in the Eastern world today, you have a lot of that taking place, arranged marriages and stuff. And so that act in and of itself sees love in a different way. It sees love in a different way altogether. So they don't really get married out of love at first sight, and I had a tingling in my heart.
Oh, she looking good.
And
Yeah,
it's
true.
not about that.
No attraction like
There's a different premise altogether, and thereby needs and stuff, I think, in some of those societies may be a criteria, family, utility, Solomon marrying to this and that. So that's a good point there, Declan. So moving on. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say yeah, he's agreeing with what David would have shared.
Lovely. So the question I have here, and of course we had to pick up the pace, guys. Yeah, it's going good. As a man, David, is it difficult to understand what a woman wants and why she wants what she wants? Is it difficult?
yeah,
And guys who are online, is it difficult?
So I guess that would depend on the level of communication you have with your partner, or probably be it with a female in your household, or let's say your mom or your sister if you have a sister. So if the person, there are some women who tend to be straightforward, okay, I need X, Y, and Z, and like for most men, hopefully they could complete the lesson wherever they need. But if it's somebody who's like, read my mind, you don't know what I'm thinking, you know me for so long and you don't know what I want, that could probably be extremely difficult for a fella.
Yeah, boy.
Not probably, it is.
Yeah.
And don't do that. Ladies, don't do that.
I mean,
be specific.
Yeah, and shameless plug here for my wife. Cool. I thank God for her, you know. When we were just getting into a relationship, we weren't into a relationship yet. We just met each other, friendship stage, just strictly friends. She told me all of her requirements.
That's a dangerous thing, but when it
well, you know, not in detail in terms of that.
She like you one time for
Well,
sure.
okay, so let me qualify that. It wasn't at the beginning of our friendship.
No, we were friends already.
Friends for many years
Before,
prior to that.
Okay.
And this was at the cusp of us probably just getting together.
Yeah, before getting exclusive.
Before becoming exclusive. And she says, she said, I wouldn't make it difficult for you. I'll tell you what my needs are so that you could just, you don't have any ambiguity about what I desire and what I like. And, we would have had that exchange as well. I told her what I like and what I don't like, and what are my triggers, what my triggers are. And I think that starts from a place of understanding yourself first. Just taking time to get to know you. Taking time, what Jayden wants, what Kareina wants as a woman. What do I want? And get to know yourself so that you can be able to clearly communicate with your partner what your triggers are, what your deal breakers are, to learn about each other.
And I think sometimes in relationships, persons probably don't say exactly what they want because they think that They say if they're really invested into somebody, if I tell them that I want this, it might be a turn off for them. So I think it could sometimes be a lack of, well, they don't believe in themselves, or they don't believe they're as charismatic enough to get across a point that the person probably might not like, but they wouldn't take it that bad hearing it from them.
Yeah.
So I think not being brave enough that can lead to problems. Like you know you don't like what a person does at this point in time, but you will never say it because you don't want to piss her off or him.
Yeah.
And that in itself, not being able to express that is a red flag. Well, if you could see the red flag, but that's not a good thing, I think.
So guys, I want to ask you the question online: how difficult it is to understand the needs of a woman? How difficult it is? Is it easy, or is it real hard to understand? I can answer and I can say, to understand the needs of women is difficult. Simply because I am not a woman. And I recognize that there are differences in how we see the world as a man, as a woman, how we treat with the world as a male, as a female. And because I come from, Dr. Emerson Eggridge, he says that men go through life wearing blue glasses and listening to life with blue hearing aids and speaking through blue megaphones. And women go through life with pink glasses, pink headphones, and pink microphones. And he says, so a man and a woman can say the same thing, but see it, hear it, and experience it in different ways.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he gave an example of, he says, so men speaking to men, and they say, hey boy, Saturday night we have a line coming up, I have nothing to wear. Men knows you have nothing clean to wear.
Not that you have nothing to wear.
Wash. You understand? When you go and wash, you can wash something by me, boy. So
Women.
women, when they say I have nothing to wear, they understand mutually among themselves. I have nothing new to wear.
Nothing new to wear.
Or they don't know what they want to wear.
Or they don't know what they want to wear. So for a man now, a woman speaking with a pink megaphone into a man blue headphones, she says, I have nothing to wear. And he started digging up in the cupboard. He said, he not getting the point. Because he's seeing life and he experiencing life through a different set of airs and understanding and stuff. And I think that is what makes it sometimes difficult to understand exactly what she needs, exactly what he needs. So I think it's about growth and it's about communication, listening to each other. And as David rightly says, not a woman withholding because she thinks a man must know automatically. If he really loves me, he's supposed to know this. I mustn't have to tell him. Should be told as you have to say.
Yeah, so I think sometimes, and see lady would have said here, it is difficult for men, mostly because women are very versed in communicating their needs to women as they get support there, but don't know how to explain it to men. And I would like to, Zwade Smith is saying good night and happy Sabbath. Thanks so much for joining, Zwade. I'd like to just jump off of the point that C Ladies meeting where she speaks about women are very versed in communicating but don't know how to explain it to men. And I think it comes from the point that you were making about Dr. Eggridge's perspective that men and women have. Sometimes it can be a challenge for women to explain it to men in a way that they will best understand. And I don't think just understanding, however, putting that into practice if she is communicating a need to you. Sometimes too, this year communication could get a little probably shaky and a little disjointed in that in communicating, sometimes women read body language also, right? So she might interpret her communicating her needs, which is very deep and important and impactful to her, communicating that to you, and all of a sudden she's reading your body language now, and if you do that, right, like legit, she will flip out because yeah, exactly. So that now,
never serious.
So that now comes in as a barrier to communication, and I think that women even have, yes, we have different communication styles, but women and men have different listening styles. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I just I just thought about that.
Right today, Dr.
Right?
Kareina.
They have different listening styles. So how you receive the information, some men might go on their phone and claim that they're listening still, right? To a very important conversation. Some men may sigh and woman would be like, am I frustrating you? Is this too hard for you to take in? And all of a sudden, she is feeling as though this is not important enough, what I'm communicating, or it's not interesting enough. And then she may blank off or close off or just give you bare minimum in that, yeah, I just want you to be respectful to me. But she might go down into, not respectful, sorry, be loving and kind. And she might go down into the details because she realized, well, he really probably just wants to know what's bothering me. And if I give him the context, it might weary him out. So let me just don't go down that road. So I'm just saying that the listening style might be different for a man, and the woman might take that as a barrier to they communicating effectively what their needs are, which would then impact the men fully understanding and uptaking what her needs really are. And then he would end up like having a challenge in understanding the needs of both parties.
I guess as a man or woman, you have to be skillful enough to get your information on exactly what you want to say across to the opposite sex in a way that they will interpret it or they will be able to handle it. Because sometimes I say in terms of playing a sport or something like that, the way the level of aggression I would show towards my brother or my brethren, I don't think I could use that same level of aggression towards a next female while playing the same sport.
Is that so, David?
I'm being very real.
Is that so, David?
Yes. We're on the same volleyball team, guys. And the way I would probably shout at Joseph or Kemel or Darren or Samuel George, I probably would not be able to do that.
David is not being honest. If you are on the volleyball team, people comment in the chat.
Them at times.
Comment in the chat.
But it's tailored shouting, right? Tailored shouting, right?
Tailored shouting.
Yeah, it's not as bad as
it's not the men is getting.
Yeah, it's not what fellas is getting and vice versa.
Right.
Yeah. So I have to be conscious, or you probably should ask a coach or something like that. How would you communicate with a female volleyball team?
But some, you just communicate very different.
Yeah, to a male volleyball team. And I guess you could take that back to relationships as well. How a woman would bring across a point a man, or a man to a woman, and vice versa.
Right.
And being able to skillfully maneuver that hemisphere, you'll be able to reap many rewards. Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Guyana is in the house.
Oh,
Twana. Good evening all the way from Guyana. Welcome, Twana. She says, women want emotional security, respect, and purpose along with fulfillment. Guys, if you didn't know, Twana is my long-lost sister from Guyana.
Yes.
Yeah. Big up you, GT in the house. Yeah, so, I mean, communication, I think it boils down to, as we start to try to understand each other's needs, man understand woman and woman understand man needs, especially in the case of a man, you have to, I'll use the analogy of football.
Okay.
When you're learning to trap a ball in football, you have to you can't leave your foot stiff. So you put your foot there, and the ball coming fast. If you leave your foot stable, it will bounce on your foot and go away.
Right.
You just have to give your foot some give. I don't know if it have a technical term for it, but I call it give.
David, say soften your foot.
Soften. No, I not good at trapping a ball, but you cannot soften your foot as well for your foot.
Give it some play.
Give it some play. So the ball come in, and you had to give a little bit.
Yeah.
So as the ball coming in, you had to give it a little pull back, and the ball will trap nice and safely.
Right.
When it comes to men not understanding women because you're a man and you have a man mind, and women not understanding because they have a female mind, I think that is where you have to be keen to trap the ball and have a little give.
Yeah.
You understand? So you have to be very, and this is why communication is one of the top things in indicators for marital success. Because if you're a bad communicator and you don't learn to understand the needs, how then you will meet the needs of the individual? So you have to have some give. So she says so and so, and you didn't really understand it. You can't stand up there and just let the ball bounce back. You have to posture your mind to give and to take, and to have that transaction taking place between understanding. She said this. And in my male mind, I ain't taking that good. You understand? In my male mind, that is something too good. But you let her pass, you give some give, and you try to understand what she means by that.
Yeah.
And you try to get past that. Because,
sorry, go ahead.
because communication, let me use another analogy. Look at in the animal kingdom, there are some types of birds, like a peacock and many other birds that they'll have a dance to communicate. And so they do so and they come back so and they raise up their feathers so and they communicate. And communication in reality is sort of a dance. In that you say this, but I can't just stand back up here and say back that. Because I have to understand that you not understanding the same way I understand it. And my ears hearing different from what your mouth saying. And when I respond, you hearing different from what I mean. So this is where two now are forced to come close together to listen and to have some give and to say, what do you mean by that? And that's why we talk about reflective listening. Where you reflect back to them. So you say, Jayden, I ask you to wash the dishes because I want to go so. Are you saying that you need me to be here for this time? Because that's what I'm getting from what you're saying.
Right.
Are you saying that you need me to? And you reflected back because you're trying to really understand with your mind because you're trying to fix a problem here. You're trying to go up the road and calculate all the runs that you have to make today and put in a list form and whatnot. And she talking about needs here now. So you really have to have that give and start to communicate intimately.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of back and forth in the chat, and it's a conversation. So I'll just jump into it really quickly. So Denise is saying if a man really wants to do something, he will do it, and vice versa. If a relationship is new, we put our best foot forward. Problems begin when we take each other for granted.
Yeah.
Tawana, well, we spoke to Tawana already. Men and women sometimes. So this is Sonia Whitaker is talking about persons express needs differently, especially if they were socialized different and expect different things from relationships.
That's a big one. Yeah.
Aaron Liverpool is saying he is actually talking about a red flag of only thinking about what a woman wants, and that's like only self, right?
Okay.
And Selena is saying that sometimes women get caught up in emotions and don't always take the time to logically analyze what they're feeling and why they feel what they feel, so it can't be effectively communicated to men.
I like that one. Lena loves cheesecake. I really like that one.
Yeah.
Because I remember early, I given all your business here now, it's on the World Wide Web. Early in our relationship, Kareina gave me the eye here, so I'll be careful what I say. Early in our relationship, we had a discussion just on the human mind, sociology, psychology, and I remember we discussing and saying, sometimes you express yourself differently from what you actually feel.
Right.
So you are telling the man that you got angry when he did so. But really and truly the emotion that you felt was hurt. And the hurt led to you expressing it as anger. But you didn't tell him you was hurt, you tell him you was angry. And now when a man is hearing that you was angry for that, because I leave my shoe there, but I take it starts with the ball on the wrong foot. But if you start off concentrating and saying, what emotion did I really feel, boy? I felt hurt because I feel like he's not considering
that I clean up
the place and whatnot. I really felt hurt.
Yeah.
That goes a longer way in him understanding your heart and understanding where you're really coming from, and now he's better positioned to fulfill that need.
And I think anger brings that comes with that essentially come with aggression, and men when you send aggression towards them, it might be sent back to you. Not mean that we go and lash anybody in the face, but if somebody shouts at me naturally, I naturally want to shout back at them.
Yeah.
But if somebody say, hey, this thing that you did really hit me, I'll start feel guilty, like, oh my gosh.
Really, David?
If I have a heart.
Okay.
You never know. Yeah, you might feel guilty, and you might activate that sensitive or soft side of me.
So guys, we're going to move on quickly. We're going to the break shortly.
Oh yeah.
We have to take a break in a few moments. So we'll skip a few questions. Let's go to the fifth question. which gender understands each other better? And we'll touch this one quick. Which gender understands the other better? Guys, what you saying online?
So fellas going to say fellas understand women better, and women going to say women understand men better.
Well, we'll see. Because our tech team is putting it up for you all to vote.
The polls are clear, and I know what I'm going to vote
how much
for.
men and how much women.
Yeah, we'll take that one as the poll.
Yeah,
We didn't
we
answer
can do
it.
that. Men,
We'll take that one
Jassy is saying men.
Men understand women better.
Yeah. Is it
Jassy's
true?
a male. Oh,
Exactly.
Jassy, wagwan.
Yeah, boy, Jassy.
Y'all?
We commented the advertisement.
Yeah,
just
right,
now.
right.
Jassy has some. Right.
Okay.
We're going to bust Jassy business in the advertisement.
100% men understand women. Oh, 50%. Okay.
Jassy says it's because men, we are more pragmatic, simple.
Okay.
That's why they understand each other.
Yeah. I think,
But
I mean,
women are
as a man, I can say here, I feel
Takesha
misunderstood
is
by
saying,
women.
okay, all right. Takesha
Yeah,
is saying that women understand men better. Takesha Hunlin.
Women
Thanks for
understand men
joining.
better? I feel so misunderstood. You know how many men I just hear? Women doesn't
Everybody
understand the burden of a
voting
man.
by 13 votes. Boy, oh boy.
Women don't understand the burden of a man. And they figure because we can't bear children, we don't do nothing in life. And because them making money now, we don't have nothing to do.
Zwade, when I see you, Zwade is saying nobody understands women, not even women.
Give him the Nobel Peace Prize. Swede, you are correct.
I think that was given out the other day.
We give it out.
That was given out today or yesterday.
I'm not sure. I
It
think
was
I saw
given
it
to
recently.
somebody from Venezuela. Or the Venezuelan
Seriously?
opposition. Yeah, the Venezuelan opposition leader.
True, sweet.
What I want to say about that.
Yeah.
But the Nobel Peace Prize was given out.
Sweet on point.
And David or I didn't get it.
50-50 in each chat
Declan
now.
said, choose with Declan, you are a married man,
You
sir.
understand?
Your wife may be watching this podcast.
Well, how his wife is commenting.
Oh my days, Declan, that's not a wise thing to do.
Yeah.
Declan, Swede is unmarried. Leave Swede what is her. That's a witty wisest submission.
Indeed.
Guys, so let's go to the last question and then we'll come back and look at the poll and we'll go to the break on the poll. So the last question is, what do men want? We spoke about what women want. What do men want? Kareina, we starting with you. Suppose yourself away.
What?
Tell us what you think men need. And we tell you if you're correct or not.
Yeah.
We whistle if you're correct.
Ladies online, we starting with you all as well. So after you mention your stuff in the poll, what do you think men need?
What can I say?
Now you're an ambassador for the ladies out there.
I think men need a Saturday with a more physical need, which is not sex, right? But I know that's what they need. But what I will say is men need
A Lord.
somebody. Men need to be taken care of. Men need to be taken care of.
Okay.
So I think men need somebody to take care of them. Like, for example, ensure that the finer details in their life, like proper meals and their clothes and their health, sometimes you need to prod them to take care of them. So I'm just trying to not give the stereotypical things, right? So I think that, men need that. Also, men need a supportive partner or somebody to support them in their goals and their purpose. So that's number 2. And number 1, obviously, everybody knows this one. Men need to feel respected, and I will say they need their respect does not they need not feel threatened in their relationship. So their respect shouldn't be threatened. So that is what I think men need. Once they have those things, they are good to go.
All right.
That is my synopsis.
Let's see
Well, guys, I hope I did well. Let's see what the chat says.
Let's see what the chat says.
Respect to feel wanted.
And needed, yes, that helped meet the woman's point of view to help them reach where they need to be catered to. Yeah. felt so.
So when,
Alright.
when we was going through the questions before the cameras came on, and I was like, what men need? I said a chance. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong for saying that, a chance. Just a little peace
Yeah,
and
chance.
quiet sometimes. Okay, so I'll go while you're reading. Yeah, I think no, as funny as it may sound, sometimes we just
a break.
Yeah, we just want a little break, G. Low man a little bit now. Let me give my a chance to pelt my shoes by, you know.
Wow.
They can kick the Sunday, Monday, but give my rest Tuesday now. Right, but a space to be still themselves. They don't want somebody constantly on the back.
Yeah.
For every little thing, nitpicking every little situation in your life. Why do this X, Y, Z?
Yeah.
And that is somebody who's men don't like people to knock them at all.
And I think, I mean, that is true, not only about men, but that's true about everybody. We want a break.
Yeah.
However, women generally don't need a break because men generally don't harass women as much. I just talking.
That's the truth, Kareina. That's the truth. I have nobody
reality of it
that could say no.
the reality of it is, a man, let's say in his house, he's a little particular about you're leaving here on the sink. A man, he'll come, he'll watch it, you ain't care for it, and he get him a little upset, but he ain't gonna tell you anything. A woman may tell you one time. You understand?
She'll leave no room for slipping.
Yeah, the man may
Can't
leave it,
hit
leave
you
it. He
slipping.
may see another thing and he don't say it. And the truth is the same about, other relationships. When we speak to adolescents, and even my daughter, she's a year and 10 months, and the psychologists say that you should have at least 20 minutes to half an hour every day just getting into their world without giving them any instruction, without giving them correction, without any of that. And I practiced that, David, and I could tell you, that child, there was this day, I'll give you all this experience. There was this day I just decided to do it, to practice what I saw. And I say, I go in and spend a day with her in her world, a half an hour in her world, without giving her any instruction, just give her a chance. Give her a break.
Yeah.
Just give her a break.
Oh, man.
And that day I do some of the most weird things I ever. You understand? I drink tea through my ears. All kind of thing. But she turned around after, and she could speak a little bit, but not a whole lot. And she just turned around and she watched me and she jumped on me and hugged me and said, "Daddy, I love you." And that boy, that melt my heart. And it was like, recognizing that people just need a chance.
Yeah.
People just need you to just get them, just allow them and let them be themselves. Speaking to young adolescents as well, they don't always want somebody who correcting them right
And
through.
giving them advice.
You're giving them advice, they think they're living their life and they're sharing with you. Don't always tell them, well, that one wrong, well, this one wrong, do it this way, do it. Just listen and give them a chance. So men want a chance too sometimes. Yeah.
And I guess, and that goes to the workplace too as well. Just imagine in a workplace, like you're working on something, and while you're working on this thing, somebody keeps coming in the ears.
Oh,
Don't forget this, Don't forget that. Remember, I tell you this. Why don't shift that so? Listen, it's not even completed.
Yeah.
Let me build the castle, and then after we can
criticize,
analyze,
yeah.
okay, should I put it in this position? But somebody to constantly in the ears, busting me, oh gosh.
Right, so guys, we're going now. Let's see. Let's take some of these chats. Takesha Hodlin says to me, men just want some peace. Praise the Lord. Respect and someone who truly sees them. Not someone perfect, but real. Someone who supports them, laughs with them, and doesn't make everything a fight. That's very true. Zoid?
Zoid is saying peace, respect, and to feel wanted. Kenyatta is agreeing with David, saying facts, David, are ease up. Joseph is saying men would make less requests of women than women make of men.
That's true.
Let small things slide. Zoid is saying that. Persons are agreeing with you, Jayden. And David, Joseph is saying, I find I'm hearing more from the ladies. Much from the ladies, yeah. Joseph.
Basically, I'm nervous.
All right.
I just want to shout out my cousin.
Yeah.
My cousin, mom, and
Shout them out.
Shaniqua, and they watching. I ain't seen them commenting, but they're probably watching the TV,
Yeah.
screaming at it. How David could say that? You all continue shouting.
So guys, the poll is now 19 of you voted. Women understand men better. 47% of you said women understand men better, and 53. So the majority is now men understand women better.
Close the polls.
Yeah. So right now it's slightly in the men's favor. My thoughts are is that I think we're right there. I like that spread.
Yeah.
Because I think this may be biased. This is not a poll, not a study, a statistic. But I feel men and women both don't understand each other. They don't. But I still feel men have a little edge. I just feel so. And part of that, I suppose, is because men have problem solving naturally in their DNA.
So like what Jassy said about being pragmatic.
Yeah, they like to solve. So they see the woman do this and they try to just solve. They see the woman do that and they try to solve and whatever.
That could end up all in problems.
Well, sometimes they cope by sticking their ears and all kind of things.
Ignoring
and all that kind of thing. That's not good stuff, guys. It doesn't help. But I think men kind of understand. But generally speaking, I would say men and women they don't understand each other, but they have their life goal, especially if you want to be in a relationship, a good one, is to continue to press to try to understand your woman. You don't understand all women.
Journey of a life.
Just try to understand your woman. So guys, we're going to go to the break. We have some important news for you all in the break about Jassy. So we're gonna go to the break. We'll be right back. Stick with us.
Je chancelle avec les yeux bandés. Le chemin à parcourir n'est pas clair. Mes mains tendues.
Bonjour.
Hi, Kareina.
Yes, this is Kareina, June.
Where are you?
What do you mean where I am? I am in a soirée romantique. It's a merge end of year event. Yeah, and it is a French thing this year. Listen, couples are having a grand time. Bridna, is Cry trying there? Oh gosh, I am sorry we couldn't make it this year either. Well listen, I am so happy because I am just getting to have the time of my life with my husband. And you know what's the best part? We wouldn't have to even go France this year because this event is it, let me tell you. Alright, I have to go now. Things heating up here. Alright, bye.
For 18 years, couples across Trinidad and Tobago have been rediscovering the joy of marriage through something extraordinary. Welcome to Merge, where love is nurtured, connection is deepened, and marriages are strengthened, one couple at a time.
Whether it's our Merge monthly meetings, exciting couples activities, or our annual retreat, Merge is the place for enriching your marriage.
Merge is not just another marriage group. It's more than that. It's a safe space where real conversation begins, where struggles are met with support and victories are celebrated together.
Merge has been encouraging and uplifting.
Merge has been novel. Merge has been unifying.
And as a newly married couple, Merge has been something we have never experienced.
We all know marriages can be challenging, so coming to the Merge monthly meetings will always leave you feeling motivated and encouraged to stay committed.
And we mean, there's so many things that happen within the marriage, but there's so many candid thoughts that are shared within Merge. And apart from that, the fun as well, and so many different dimensions to Merge. It really helps you to refocus and enjoy your marriage.
Maloney SDA Church is absolutely buzzing as we prepare for this Sabbath afternoon's Bible spelling bee happening at 3 p.m. at the Maloney SDA Church. Of course, we have many churches represented. We have Agape, we have Aruka, we have Sangre Grande, Sangre Chiquito, we have Siparia, Tumpuna Road, Maloney SDA, of course, Mondo, and many, many more churches represented. We even have our schools represented. We have USC, Bates, and CUC represented. So be sure to be there at 3 p.m. sharp this Sabbath afternoon. Of course, be there, and of course, come buzz it.
All right, guys, so we want to inform you of a very special event happening on Saturday, the 6th of December, and it's taking place at the Central Bank Auditorium, 9:30 a.m. It's called Love Unlocked. Now, this is a relationship seminar, and I want to let you know, if you're single, if you're in a relationship, if you're married, if you're just curious, old, young, it doesn't matter. There's something for everyone. We're exploring relationships on biblically based principles, sound guidelines. We are having wonderful praise and worship. We're having our influencers, our local influencers, Anil and Kanita James. They are a married couple. They are
Gonna share their perspective.
they're gonna share their perspective on finding love in a modern era. We have David Dennis, Akisha Cool, and we also have Daniel Josiah. Of course, we're gonna have a great time there. So remember, it's happening on Sabbath, the 6th of December. So it's a Saturday at 9:30 a.m., a relationship seminar. Now, we are not taking any money on that day. So you are expected to get your tickets. We have it physically. David has like 50 tickets to sell. And we also have our tickets online. We have it on carrytickets.com, and now Carry Tickets, you can buy your tickets online, so you don't have to see our faces, you don't have to meet with us, you just get your e-ticket. And we are supporting Carry Tickets because, again, support who supports you. That's by Jassy, who is always locked in on the podcast. So if you are having an event also, reach out to Jassy and get your event on Carry Tickets. That's the place to be. Jayden, you're going to tell us about where we can get physical tickets?
Yeah, for those of you who are in the West, Diego Martin, Port of Spain, Carenage, you can get your tickets at the Community SD Hospital, Community Hospital of Seventh-day Adventists in Cocorit, right on the Western Main Road there. You can get tickets right there. Just go to the cashier, ask for Love Unlocked tickets, and they would be able to facilitate you. For those of you who are a little bit more Curep, St. Augustine side, you can go to the conference ground, South Caribbean Conference, that is. That is corner Dean Street and the Eastern Main Road in St. Augustine. That's right next to the, what school is that?
Lashmi Girls
Hindu School. Right next to them. Down in the back of there is Ayadpa Bookstore. So you can go to the Ayadpa Bookstore and get your tickets. And for those of you who are in students, we by Monday, so we would have tickets up at the USC Bookstore.
University of the Southern Caribbean.
University of the Southern Caribbean at their bookstore. And of course, you have on Carry Tickets. Carry Tickets.
Yeah.
You can get those tickets digitally, or you can just call the number on the flyer.
Yeah. And we
would organize. We have ticket holders all the way down to Point Fortin.
Yep.
All right. So just call, message, or visit any of those ticketing outlets and secure your ticket, secure your spot. Because guys, it's going to be something that you don't want to miss.
Yeah.
You're going to hear about the experience and of Anil and Kanita. We're going to have a wonderful time meeting and greeting in Jesus' name.
Oh yes,
Amen.
and the link is in the chat in case you wanted to know about getting your tickets online. It's right in the chat, and you can click on that link and get your ticket.
Yep. So, guys, we're going right back into it. This evening, you will be the guru. You guys, we here guruing together. And we're gonna just start to bring a wrap onto it as we pull this segment together, speaking about the needs of men and women and how that interplay works in relationships, specifically focusing on the needs of women. According to research, Kareina, David, what are the top 3 needs of women?
Let me just pull it up here quickly.
You want to go, David? You go, David.
No, Kareina, you
No,
go,
David, you go.
You needs a woman, I'll do men.
All right, we could do that.
So yes.
Yes, we should.
So Kareina, let's start with the needs of women. According to research, and of course, this is research done by psychologists as well as well-known family life educators and authors, pulled from Nancy Van Pelt. If you never heard about Nancy Van Pelt, let me tell you something. Buy her book. She has many. If you never heard of Gary Chapman, you need to buy his book, The 5 Love Languages. That's Gary Chapman. Smart Love, that's Nancy Van Pelt. A whole lot of good information in those stuff. This information is taken from her and other psychologists. Another psychologist.
Yeah, so first off, out of the gates, women need love and affection. Love and affection. And that comes through expressing tenderness, care, attention. And we would have spoken to some of these things earlier in our discussion.
So many of them were actually correct in what you were saying.
Yes, of course. And secondly, emotional communication. So we need someone to listen to us, as I was talking about, listening, communicating, receiving the information that we have to share with you, hearing from our perspective, and just being there to be that support, that emotional support and connector with us, right? And thirdly, it's a big one that both guys discussed at length, and it is something very deeply rooted in us, which is that need for safety and security, to feel safe and secure. So that can go physical as well as emotional and mental. So mental security and safety, knowing that you can feel safe with the individual, you are not being put on games, you're not being put on show. There's out of that stems trustworthiness, faithfulness, things like that, that does not emotionally compromise a woman.
Beautiful.
So those three things: love, emotional connection, and to feel safe and secure.
And concerning the one concerning safety and security, psychologists note, many psychologists actually note that a woman attachment systems, now there's a whole school of what we call attachment theory, how a woman becomes attached emotionally and physically to her man. And the psychologist suggests that a woman attachment mechanisms or the systems in her are more responsive when she sees signs of relational safety in the man. So that's facts. It wasn't just me and David here. It's facts. Women's attachment systems are more responsive when they see relational safety. Safety thing. So, I mean, the truth is that, let's just delve into what David and I were discussing earlier. A woman could not feel relational safety even if the man has aggression and he big. Let's get into that a little bit. Safety, we spoke about safety. Relational safety qualifies the safety in that if you big and bad, but your aggression is not protecting her, she could feel unsafe with you. So you find, well, you big and bad and you have all this aggression and stuff, but because she doesn't feel protected by your aggression, then she becomes unsafe. And then now you're trying to figure out as a man, but you're supposed to feel safe with me. And how come you're not being attached to me in this type of way? Because sometimes you have to be very careful that aggression that God placed in you, that ability to turn it up when it's necessary. Sometimes if she is not shielded from your anger, from your outbursts, from your, if she's not shielded from that, she can indeed feel unsafe as well. So again, women feel they are more responsive in terms of their attachment when there's relational safety. So that's good. One other point I wanted to note concerning emotional connection and communication. Dr. Gottman, I like Dr. Gottman, by the way. He's a relationship researcher, and he says emotional responsiveness is important in terms of listening, validating, and engaging. It is one of the strongest predictors of relationship satisfaction for a woman. So essentially, what I was sharing earlier on how the men receive
what the woman is sharing, validating.
You mean like just sometimes a woman wants a man just to simply listen to them?
Yeah.
No, I just asked Kareina laughing. I'm being dead serious. If you just want somebody to listen. Okay.
Don't say what you say. Don't say what you say before.
Don't say what I said before. Why can't I say what I wanted to say before? I make me forget what I said
That's
before.
good.
No, but my days, I don't remember.
What Dr. Gottman is saying, what Dr. Gottman is saying essentially is that when a woman feels that a man is given, we talk about the given, he's given to her emotions, then it is a predictor of how satisfied she feels in the relationship. And so, guys, it's important to become have a lot of emotional give and don't just be stoic and sit down. So that's what I want. I give you an answer to your problem. You didn't want to listen to me, so I went. So you understand? That is not being emotionally responsive to her. And while you may have some level of satisfaction in a relationship, she may be in a relationship and not be satisfied as you are.
Right.
Yeah.
She wants a listening ear, fellas. Yeah. So this probably might take plenty of. Can you make me feel uncomfortable? Fellas, it might take plenty from me, but sometimes we just have to sit down and listen. Just listen. No matter how long it probably actively listen. I'm not going to say pretend to listen, because she probably might realize. But even if you don't want to, just look like you engage. Ask questions. For truth, honey, wow, oh my gosh.
Don't do that.
You know? But before we go on to the guys, the last statistic, that I just want to cite here, because we're going to do the citations. In terms of affection and appreciation, Dr. Terry, I wouldn't try to pronounce his last name, Orbach. I said I was going to.
I don't think he's listening at this point in time. So
Terry.
It is whatever you say it is.
He did a long-term study, and he found that expression of appreciation, now men, brace yourself. Expression of appreciation to a woman is a better prediction of her happiness than even sex or frequency of sex. So, in other words, the frequency of sex is less valuable to a woman's happiness in the relationship than the frequency of appreciation. Now, guys, you may never be able to wrap your head around that one, but it is what it is. We're beginning to understand women.
Listen to your research, guys. Listen to your research.
Yeah. So we're moving on to men. What men want. Top three.
What men need.
What men need. Top three.
Right, so the first one we have here, well, plenty of persons mentioned it in the chat before, was respect and admiration. I think we were talking before, and the last thing you want to feel is disrespected by your partner, especially in public. Like, you don't want somebody in public who will embarrass you. Like, they probably might be doing something that's not affecting you physically, but you are looking bad as a unit because she is doing something specifically wrong. Or probably answering you back in public. Like, even though if you're all mad at each other, you mad at me, I'm mad at you, and we now hop out the car and we going to church, you wait for a fake smile. Hi, sister so-and-so, oh my gosh, happy Sabbath.
Yeah.
I know both of us, we know we rabs in, but listen, I mean, stepping out in public, madam.
Yeah.
Smiley face. How are you doing? Very well. And I pull the seat and you said, I'm going to love my husband. but we rabs in the back. Out of respect, you give him that forward, or you give the fella that forward. Everybody don't have to know you and a man probably have a little rift going on at the moment. Because they experience that in many relationships. And some people might say, oh, they're the perfect couple. They're not necessarily the perfect couple. They know how to keep things inside, deal with matters in-house. Now, in Trinidad, there are two parties in Trinidad. And it has a party that keeps things in-house, and it has a party that doesn't keep things in-house. I'm not going to say which one it is. You're smart enough, you'll figure it out. But yeah. So respect and admiration, Yeah, respect and admiration. So that's the first one.
Yeah.
The next one will be companionship and support. No matter how crazy a fella idea might sound, you want to know that the person who's next to him supports him. Whether it is, honey, I feel I'm going to grow rabbits and sell rabbits. No matter how crazy the dream probably might be, honey, I'm going to pick up big stone and these stones going to be valuable. Yes, honey, I believe in you 100%. Those start to automatically criticize what the person's dreams and aspirations are. Oh no, you don't believe in it. He believe in it. And you probably don't have to believe in it, but show him that you believe in it. No. I know you might say this
Land your plane, David. Land your plane.
It might sound like faking it to make it, but sometimes you just need somebody to say, yeah,
To believe in you.
Listen, and the man, he might fail, but you can't say you never support him. You can't say you never support him. And if your support is crazy, I let you be like, wait, boy, this girl actually believe I was going to sell them. I didn't even believe it myself.
And I think a part of the feminine quality is to be able to train yourself as a woman enough to be close to him, to support him, but yet still help him stay and guide.
Okay, yeah.
You understand? So you don't have to tell him, man, he idea with the big stone is rubbish. You know?
Real trash.
Real feelings, real trash. You know, but you could really say, okay,
direct him.
How, and I've learned this skill recently, which is to take something and make it bigger than the person intended it to be, and in so doing, direct what they wanted to do. So for Kareina, let's just put it this way. Kareina come and she tell me she wants to sell big stone. Right? She wants to collect big stone and seashells on the beach. She wants to collect shells on the beach and she wants to start selling that. I don't agree with it. I think it's a nonsense plan. But how I could get behind it is here what, and how I can help guide her is by saying, okay, that's what I want to do. Here it is. I want to point to your idea. How about us getting into art in general? I'll send you for an art course and whatnot, and take the shells and stuff and let's make something out of it and whatever. And just start to develop it to be able to guide the person probably in a direction that you may believe is a little bit more feasible. Of course, with their consent, you're not taking over the idea. But you know, you have to be able as a woman to be the companion of your spouse, support his endeavors, and at the same time, give him guidance in a real humble and respectful way. Because respect is an important thing, and just I wanted to touch on that. The Bible says, wives, submit yourself to your husbands. Because God understood that respect is a serious thing for men. And the Bible also says, husbands, love your wife. Because God understood that love and affection is a serious thing for women. And so the biblical instruction kind of gives us insight into the needs of a man and the needs of a woman. A man needs to be respected, and so women are asked to submit. And a woman needs to be loved, and so men are asked, hey, love, sacrifice for them.
As Christ loved the church.
Yeah, that give, as Christ loved the church. So you know it's important stuff. Number 3, David.
Right, so the next one is physical affection and sexual connection. Right, so let me just read here. For many men, physical and touch and sexual intimacy are primary ways of expression and receiving love. Right? And next thing is research indicates that this isn't just biological. Sex releases, sex releases oxytocin, dopamine, which increases emotional attachment and sense of security in men. So I guess that's the reason why they say no sex before marriage, because they realize the bond that sex can form. And sometimes you probably might remain in certain relationships, well, because they broke that vow, but the sex is so good that I say, gosh, I can't leave this person, I can't leave this boy, I can't leave this girl for whatever reason. But it's not whatever reason, it's because of that. So and that shows how important it is and the big role it would play in the context of a marriage.
Exactly. Sex, I mean, sex is important, as you said. I think, you know, it binds people, it bonds people chemically, you know. There's a little joke. I went to a bachelor lime, and for the person who's looking online from Canada, you may be able to know what I'm talking about. We are giving advice going around the room, and one guy actually said, you know, women, they come and they say, you know, they get on, they act this and this way because they're hormones, you know. So when there's that time of the month, they behave aggressive, they get on because of the hormones. And so the guy was like, if I decided to act on my hormones, he said, every time I feel the urge, we doesn't go down like that. You understand? We don't go to bed every time I get the urge. He said, if I used to act on when my hormones, he said, because women and girls like women alone have hormones, men have hormones too.
Yeah.
My hormones are start to rage too. So the guy here is making the point that men and women have hormones. Their hormones generally behave somewhat differently according to how much estrogen you have as opposed to testosterone and stuff. But the sex drive of men and that act, when it's done frequently, is proven that men bond better, they appreciate, they're satisfied better in their relationship. So the top 3 needs for men are sex, what and what?
Right, this was, right, so physical touch, sexual connection, companionship and support of one's ideas. And next one was respect and admiration. Don't disrespect the person or your spouse or your male partner in public.
Right.
Or anywhere, a matter of fact. But most in public that is a capital offense. Oh God, not about
Yeah.
not capital. You understand what I'm saying?
A cardinal sin.
A cardinal sin.
Yeah. Because no. I mean, I'm talking as a man here.
Well, you
Don't
can't talk
disrespect
as
me.
nothing. Yeah?
Don't disrespect me. Or I'm talking on behalf of men. Don't disrespect me in public. That one thing, it really
I think a lot of
hampers.
men resonate with that.
It interferes with our intimacy. And I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about it interferes with our connection with each other because you disrespected me. And men generally desire to respond with aggression towards disrespect.
Yeah.
So when a man disrespects me, it is innate in me to be to.
What's that one?
What's that?
Yeah.
What's that one? And sometimes, unfortunately, not in this community here, but there are some women who want to square back up with the man. And publicly, God forbid, a woman ever raise your hand to lash your man in public. Lord have mercy. Don't do those things.
I think
it's a serious problem.
I was going to say, I think a lot of things, and this is from observation and stuff, right? And just knowing. I think a lot of things a men could a men. I think a lot of things men can tolerate well enough. But I've seen where disrespect is one thing that they don't tolerate very well. And I think it does, I think it challenges you as a person, as a man.
Yeah.
Deep down inside, it's like you are calling me to a challenge, and I'm not saying that that's your primal instinct or that's your basal instinct. Probably it is, I don't know. But I think that is what it kind of evokes when they are met with disrespect.
And the effect it could have on the man, not just from between both of you all, but just really, just imagine you are the head of a company or working in a company, and your wife shouting at you and your co-workers are there.
Yeah, nah.
You,
yeah.
Oh really? Oh my
laughing
days.
stuff.
Everybody got me clunging you when she got in.
Yeah.
You telling me what to do, but your wife not even listening to you.
She wearing the pants, boy.
Yeah, but you're good.
The man in the relationship.
Yeah, it's real kind of jokes, but what kind of pants is that? Jeans pants or soft pants? I clung in here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And women don't feel it's just an ego thing and it's trivial for guys. It really deeply affects how we see you and how we feel about you. You now become a challenge to us. You become,
Public enemy number one.
Yeah, and even though we want to love you, that is a real infraction on our intimacy. We can't just move on from that. So you might figure he's making a big deal out of it, but it is a big deal for him. It may not be a big deal for you, but you have to understand you can't conceptualize what it is to be a man. We don't want you to try either. So that's important. Guys, we're going to bring a wrap on it shortly. Why do men and women needs differ? Why do men
and women needs differ?
Yes, why?
I think it's just basically because how God has constructed us.
Yeah.
And the role a man play and the role a woman play is very important. Yeah. And both parties working together is absolute excellent. Because you don't want just one person's perspective or a man's perspective. You want a woman's perspective too as well. just to give you a better understanding of whatever the specific topic might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Kareina,
sir.
anything?
Yeah, I mean, David said it perfectly. I think the complementarity of their differences balance each other to bring a very cohesive and coherent outcome, which is necessary in society so that we could keep that balance. So men would bring their traits and behavior and thinking perspective, and women would bring theirs, and once balanced appropriately and within that safe space and boundary, I think it produces that balanced individual
Beautiful,
that we need in
beautiful.
society.
So let's go to the chat. I've seen some stuff here that I want to real laugh at hard, and then I will make my contribution on the topic. Somebody, it was, let me go back up in the chat. Denise said, really, we cannot naturally understand each other. Men, please explain how you can just be sitting quietly without thinking about anything.
Watch this, Denise. Watch this, Denise.
It's like, we wasn't thinking about anything. Actors, we wasn't thinking about anything.
Nothing to do.
Wow.
I guess if we had to try to explain it to you, nothing in specific. The thoughts.
Sorry, I'm
I'm calling it live on the show.
I will not call any names.
Yeah, but the reality of it is that a lot of the thoughts are just transient. We're not thinking on any one specific thing, and the thoughts are so transient that we probably didn't even stop for any significant period of time on any. So it was just like, if you ask me what I was just thinking about, I was like, I'll have to actually think of all the things that flew through my thoughts to tell you. So it's not, that's why nothing, really, we weren't thinking on anything. And you know, interesting statistic I learned this week that, I can't remember the percentage, but they said when they ask women what they think about in their free time, men generally say nothing, but they say women actually rehearse conversations that they would have had prior, or conversations that they may have in the future. And they say when they ask men, men almost never do that. Like women, is that true that you'll actually go over a conversation, analyze what you said, what he said, what she said?
I think it's not only conversation, but probably interactions. And thinking about, I wonder how she had Watchmen is kind of weird. But I wonder, but I didn't say anything. She kind of moving funny, yes, but yeah, I think we really do analyze, and that is that brings me back to my point with regards to the whole communication thing, that we having a conversation with but we watching and analyzing everything. Yeah.
Because I would oftentimes hear women, they probably go into a space and, oh, she watching me like that.
Yeah.
And I was
man
like, who watching you? Like nobody else, everything, like,
it just
watchment. He probably just serious. He's thinking about something.
That happens a lot at the gym. Yeah. Like sometimes you're at the gym and your eyes just, or sometimes even anywhere in church, your eyes just land on somebody. But your mind far. And they think you're watching them. I was not watching you. My eyes was just here. But I am not here.
Guys, Joseph Dennis is asking, a woman does be rehearsing converse. So when having a conversation with a woman, is it the third time the conversation is being had? Joseph Dennis wants to know, guys.
Yes, it is. It is the third time.
Wow.
It is the third time.
I feel like I'm in the Matrix now.
And she has a two upon me because she did the conversation, so she knew exactly what you could probably go in and say.
And that's the problem, because I'm sure in the conversation in the head, you supposed that you knew what he was saying. And then so you ready with the answer.
So you respond like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, it's crazy. Let's just skip through some of the answers quick. Or the responses.
Yeah.
Here in Liverpool said, if you don't know how to control yourself is exactly why the enemy needs to enter your relation. Public disrespect is worse than a woman who smokes for Zwede. Wow. Yeah. Huge facts. Some guys agreeing there. Aaron said it is a fact that women emotion control their behavior
it
to
a
the
fact?
point. Is it a fact that women emotion control their behavior to a point where it dominates them, or can it be controlled? I think a quick response to that, all humans make decisions with some level of emotion involved.
Yeah.
How much emotion has to be a conscious decision. So I may make a decision to not go up today, but there's some level of emotion involved in every decision. And so I think that's important to note. Not letting it dominate you. Men are sometimes dominated by emotions as well. The emotion just different.
And it depends on the circumstance too, as like the space staying as well.
Yeah.
Like I would be highly emotional watching a football match.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
if you pass by screaming, oh my gosh!
Yeah.
They're still shouting, but I shout too normally.
And for me, it's like what's that, MMA or mixed martial arts and that kind of thing. Real highly emotional.
Animated,
Yeah. But not concerning a conversation we had with somebody who didn't like our perspective. Not really emotional about it. So emotional, yes, we are all, and it plays into our decision making, but emotional about different things.
Yeah.
Right, so the question, why do we differ? This is the penultimate question. We're going to go to the last question after this.
Tomorrow.
When God in the garden in Genesis made Adam, he gave Adam a task to care and take care of the garden. Eve was not in the picture yet. So he gave man purpose, he gave man a task. And so when God designed man, he made man with ability, physical and mentally, to accomplish a specific task. So you recognize men are kind of one track, we can multitask.
Yes.
He designed men's mentality to accomplish one task, this task. And so he tell him, care for the garden and do these things. God in his wisdom saw it was not good that man should be alone. He would make him a what? A helpmeet. And so when God crafted the female brain and the female physique, he made her to be able to help and assist him in the task that he would have given to the man, and the purpose to which he would have called the man. And so women can multitask. Women, I dare say, may be better managers in terms of handling stuff, and they may be more organized in many quarters. Women are more organized because God designed her to be able to help with the task. And the help, I don't want, we have in the West, we have a negative nuance to the word help. But let's take away that nuance of the word help. Because the biblical nuance of the word help is like when the Bible says, I will lift up mine eyes to the hills from whence cometh my help. The same word that was used for help, or helpmeet, is the same word that is used when the psalmist says, and it's God he was speaking about. That help was, as the Hebrews say, a Ezer help. You heard it before?
Yeah.
A Ezer help. And that help was seen as a sending in the reinforcements. So David, I like to watch those movies, you know. This is probably not a good thing to say now in the climate of Trinidad. But when American soldiers go to war.
Oh my days.
You know, and you're behind enemy lines, and you know, you're in a country, foreign, and your back is against the wall, and you can't figure out the situation by yourself. You hear the rumbling of the jets at the last moment when the enemy is against you, and they just come in strategic military formation, and they just pass, and they got the help. This was the type of backup that the Bible was talking about when they say, I will lift up mine eyes to the hills where from whence cometh my help. And it's the same word, Ezer, that is used for the woman as a helpmeet.
Wow.
So don't look at the woman as a lesser individual. Understand that God designed the man to be one-track mind with a specific task in mind. I'm going to accomplish this. This is the purpose to which God has set me. And then he's going to send you the reinforcement. And so he designed the reinforcement to be different from you, to complement the skills that you don't have. Too much in society, we see men and women fighting down each other. Who does do more, who does do less, who does thing, and who life change when you have a child, and men can... That is nonsense. God made men and women to complement each other to fulfill a specific task. And that's why I tell young men all over, you cannot find a woman until you understand your purpose in God. Because you have to find a help to help you with your task.
And if you don't know what you're doing, how she gonna help you?
So the thing about it is that you weren't really gifted as how she is gifted, and she's not gifted how you are gifted.
Yeah.
So you had to play your part.
Yeah.
Is like football, or even let's use volleyball. A libero is a libero.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
A middle is a middle. I'm talking there.
It's okay, good. It's okay, good. Yeah.
Because when you watch volleyball, I don't play.
A setter is a setter.
A setter is a setter. You
A
understand?
setter can
A
be a
setter is a setter. So a setter has a unique skill set that is different from a libero and different from a opposite or outside one. So, but can a setter play by himself? No. He doesn't accomplish a good purpose if he playing by himself. No, he can play greedy, but that's not a good game. He doesn't be more successful. But if you have a nice libero, if you have, as you say, let me use some jargon there, they serve from the next side and it coming down the pipe. You understand? What's up, did Samuel on there? You understand? And as it coming down the pipe there, which is the middle, you have a tall man like Darren by the net. It's not time for him. There's not time for Darren by the net. He tall and he gifted in that way.
But he can't block
that short man, Leon. You need a short man to get down on the ground. And as he get down on the ground, and he pick it up now to the setter set it up, and Darren come with the toes and platter and he hit it home. The team just work together to accomplish something. Now if you have a short man right through, problems. And if you have a tall man right through, how Darren so high up, getting down quick on the ground to receive like that libero. And it's the same thing applies to men and women. God created us differently with different needs, different strengths to be able to work together to score the goal, which is to build up the kingdom through your specific calling and purpose. And some people will build up the kingdom through being doctors, and some will build it up through being lawyers and farmers and educators, teachers. Some will build it up through being woodworkers, some through pastors, preachers. You have to find your helpmeet to help you to accomplish the building up of your family and the building up of the kingdom in this world. So I think in terms of why, answering that question, why we differ, we are different by design. We are different by design.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's all girl good.
Listen, I don't have nothing else to say. A nice little clip I was seeing on Instagram in a black and white with some nice music playing.
I think I take that from somebody who's on topic, different by design.
Probably. Well, that's good.
It just came to my mind. But we're going on to the last question, guys. If you're still in the chat with us, we appreciate that.
Kyle Joseph is just coming in. Thanks so much for watching, Kyle. He's just saying that from his experience, women are better at supervisory roles that involve multitasking. However, men are better suited for managerial roles with I can't see what it is because the thing is blocking my screen, but firm focus, decided.
I agree.
Decision-making skills, I believe.
So a good decision.
Based on facts and not emotion.
Roma Sentinel is coming, saying amen, and she's backing you.
Amen.
May I just put in one small?
Put in plenty small.
No. This is particularly because as a woman, I think, and Joseph would have brought up feminism earlier, but we didn't get to the comment. Right. He talked about feminism has put the needs of women to the forefront. Therefore, women's needs are more available. But I just want to bring in something here. The climate that we presently live in, and feminism and these things that are being purported, and as you said, the terminology of a help, negative connotation. And if we do indeed adopt the principle or the accurate representation of what Christ would have meant for us when he says, and he likens the woman unto the Aza help, the help that comes from the hills, the reinforcing help. And we as women change that perspective of which we view help under as being a helpmeet and not a second class. I think we would live in that purpose to be that helpmeet. If we change that perspective in our mind. But I think the narrative is so negative when you think of the help, it have movies about the help and this and that and whatever. It's a negative connotation. If we change the narrative and as women understand the ASA help, and I actually saw Akisha had put up something about this also, being the ASA help. I think we would appreciate our purpose that we have under God and to be that help to our male, our husbands.
Yeah,
That's all I want to say.
You said it real good. And, you know, just to underscore it further, I was having a conversation with an elder the other day from church. And we were saying, you know, sometimes the Bible says, love not the world, neither the things of this world. And we always think about nice, calm house and tangible things. But the reality of it is we sold out to the world when we buy into their ideologies. When we recognize that a woman shouldn't submit because the feminist movement tell you that this is the ideology. But what we say in here is that you have to recognize that a woman is a very powerful agency in the context of knowing where she sits, and understand too that Eve's problem was that she wanted more. She buy into the concept that Satan tell her, you want to be like God. And the problem is sometimes we're not doing what God has given to us, both men and women. We're not doing and being where God. So that's the encouragement this evening. We're going to end by the last question, which is, what can we do to effectively meet each other's needs? We started to touch on it. We started with Kareina and me. We'll end off with David. What can we do, Kareina, to effectively meet each other's needs?
Well, I'd like to say, firstly, you need to do some self-reflection, and that's women. Final face-off, yes, we listed the top 3 needs of women, but if you differ in what you think that you need, you should probably, or we can probably do some introspection, reflection, and pin down what is important to you, coming out of your socialization, coming out of your life, and what you desire to have in a relationship and going forward into your future. Do some self-assessment and become aware of what you need firstly, before you try to communicate it to somebody. That's one point I'll take away.
Yeah, I would say what we can do to help meet each other's needs is to really humble ourselves. Stop thinking so highly of your position and your perspective, and you know, you have to recognize you've been fed a diet of you. We live in a whole world that's your selfies and my opinion, my day, my time, my life. You only live once. You understand? It's my day to do anything I want to. You know, you've been fed a diet your whole life of you, serve you. But the Bible is giving us a different course. Just humble yourself and listen. And if you humble yourself and listen, you'll be in a real good position to start to understand and fulfill the needs of your partner.
As I said that too, there's this one time I was on a specific team, and somebody was asked to play outside of the position that they normally play. And the player was like, I'm not playing there. I'm not playing there. And that is what the team needed at the moment. We need somebody to play this position. We understand that is not your position.
Yeah.
But the team needs this at this point in time. And the person was like, I'm not playing. Now, when I saw the person say it, I was like, I would never want that person on my side, no matter how talented or how skillful they probably might be. Because they forget exactly what the team did, and it's all about, as you just said, their self. Okay,
yeah.
That will make me look bad. I'm not accustomed to doing that, quote unquote, dog work, right? So I think going back to the question, how can we do this effectively to meet each other needs? Sometimes just listening, writing it, you can write it on a paper, ask your partner or whoever, write down things that you think you might need, I think I might need, and then go it through together and truly evaluate, okay, is this a need, or is this a want, or is this a preference, etc. And just be, as I said, humble about it, because sometimes we tend to think too big of ourselves or try to elevate ourselves above where we probably really should be, right, at the end of the day. Right? Life moves really quick. You're here today, gone tomorrow. So just being humble enough to admit you're probably wrong. This is probably not a need. I'm just selfish. And I just want my way. But putting it down on the needs paper.
And I was in a mood.
Yeah, I was in a mood. Right?
True.
So just thinking less of self and more about the team. Because being a team player, it comes out when you're doing group activities and stuff. And you would see exactly who a team player is. And somebody who's not a team player, they could bring down an entire group just because they don't have what they want at this point in time. So I think being a team player in the context of a relationship or anywhere in life and effectively meeting each other's needs definitely goes hand in hand. Once it goes within the task that this relationship wants or the destination that we headed to and doesn't contradict God's laws, yeah. So that's a wrap for me.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, you heard it here tonight. Top 3 needs, top 3 things a woman needs, top 3 things a man needs, and how we can work together, exploring the dynamics of the male-female psyche. And we are happy to have shared with you. Now, as we said, we have a giveaway. Kareina,
Yeah.
how we should give this? Tell them. First of all, I'll tell you what is the giveaway. As you all know, December the 6th, we have one of the largest relationship platforms ever that I know about in Trinidad. We're full in the Central Bank Auditorium, just going to speak about how to find love in a modern era. Then we're going to follow that with how to have deeper intimacy in a modern era. You don't want to miss it. We have a lot of praise and worship, exciting, a lot of... If you're single, that might be a moment.
That's like a mingle convention. Like a singles convention.
It's like a youth convention.
Yes.
It's like a relationship convention, seminar, whatever you want to call it. We're giving away 2 tickets. 2 tickets tonight. We're giving away 2 tickets. Now, you have to be subscribed. We are not giving out anything to anybody who's not subscribed.
Oh, yes.
So you have to be subscribed to this YouTube channel, Merge, the Merge Family YouTube channel. And we want you to go as well and like the Merge page. So those
on
are
Facebook?
On Facebook. All right. So Merge, marriage enrichment and recommitment with God and each other. Merge, like the Facebook page. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. And write in the post.
The Love Unlock post on Facebook?
The Love Unlock post on Facebook.
Yeah.
And send us a picture of that. Send us a picture of it. I'll give you the number now to send it on.
What exactly are you writing, Jayden? What exactly are you going to be writing on the post?
Write on the post whatever you got from tonight's podcast.
Okay.
So whether it is communication is key. Whether it is
something short, please, guys.
and put the flyer, or repost the flyer from the page, share the flyer from the Merge page. Are being vague?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're given many instructions.
3 steps. Right.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
I'm rambling.
Subscribe to the YouTube. Like the Facebook page and comment under the Love Unlocked.
Under the
Love Unlocked post. The first person to do that, are you saying the first person to do that?
The first person to do that, you're gonna get those 2 tickets.
All right, well, let me.
I don't know why I'm talking like
Can I get the tickets?
No, you
can't. David, you have 50 tickets this time.
You have 50 tickets this time, guys. All right, so guys.
We give it away now. Next time somebody comment now.
If they comment now.
Nobody in that quick.
Yeah, they had to be subscribed. They had to comment.
So guys, hurry up.
This evening.
Am I seeing
it? Checking it there?
Yeah, you checking it?
Yeah. If you log off too early or if the internet was giving trouble.
Hard luck.
That small thing, it will just cost you.
If you have a certain type of internet, I can go say what type of internet for the Sudi podcast.
Yeah, boy. So, guys, quickly, you must be a subscriber. So subscribe here, like the Facebook page, and under the Love Unlocked flyer, make a comment about something you learned from tonight's podcast. The first person to do so will get 2 free tickets to the Love Unlocked. And of course, this is not a criteria, but we're asking you when you get there, share it one time now. Yeah. All right. So we ain't gonna wait on all there.
Yeah.
So what we will do is tomorrow we would go live and announce the winner. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. Subscribe, comment, like. Petal say subscribe, comment.
Comment, like, and
share. See if she.
Nope, nobody comment yet. Nobody in comment yet.
Nobody comment.
No.
All right.
No, we have it right here. Nobody in comment on it yet.
All right, guys.
I should already go and comment.
Somebody comment. Silly.
All right. Corruption.
That is not corruption.
You have a winner?
Oh my days.
Coming in hot.
We have a
Me
winner.
saying nothing. I rushed to my mom.
Somebody said they're not finding the Facebook page. Oh boy. They're not finding the Facebook
I'll leave the ticket
page.
going. But still comment and share this stuff, guys.
Yeah, if you still comment and maybe even share the post.
Who knows, we might give away more next week, huh?
Yeah, we're looking at ways to build the community. And you never know how some of our sponsors, not the ones who sponsor already, yeah. We might have some new sponsors giving away some stuff. If you have a little business, something you want to give our supporters, something, we all for that too, eh? So
guys, I shared the Facebook link in the page, the link to the Facebook page. But still comment because you never know, we might give away two
So we
tickets
have a winner.
again. Yeah, we have a winner.
So please put Kareina.
Selena Mohammed is the winner.
You don't know the person.
I'm very lucky and quick.
I'm very lucky individual.
Quick person,
Yes,
you know?
beautiful.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You won those
We didn't have no
tickets.
we didn't have no boundary. This is not approved by the NLCB. Congratulations.
Yeah. Selena says you got to be quicker than that. You're all too slow. She's a veteran in this thing. So guys, again, thank you for joining with us tonight. Continue to share this podcast because we want everybody far and wide to continually be impacted by it. We do still recognize that the majority of our viewers are not subscribed. So please subscribe. Please share this video.
Yeah.
And remember that we are always better together.
Better with you.
Good night.
Je chancelle avec les yeux bandés. Le chemin à parcourir n'est pas clair. Les mains tendues.
Bonjour.
Hi,
Yes, this is Kareina again.
Where are you?
What do you mean where I am? I am in a soirée romantique. It's a Merge and Riviere event. Yeah, and it is a French team this year. Listen, couples are having a grand time. Bridna, is Cry trying there? Oh gosh, I am sorry you couldn't make it this year either. Well listen, I am so happy because I am just getting to have the time of my life with my husband. And you know what's the best part? We wouldn't have to even go France this year because this event is it, let me tell you. Alright, I have to go now. Things heating up here. Alright, bye.
Maloney SDA Church is absolutely buzzing as we prepare for this Sabbath afternoon's Bible spelling bee happening at 3 p.m. at the Maloney SDA Church. Of course, we have many churches represented. We have Agape, we have Aruka, we have Sangre Grande, Sangre Chiquito, we have Siparia, Tumpuna Road, Maloney SDA, of course, Mondo, and many, many more churches represented. We even have our schools represented. We have USC, Bates, and CUC represented. So be sure to be there at 3 p.m. sharp this Sabbath afternoon. Of course, be there and of course, come buzz it.
For 18 years, couples across Trinidad and Tobago have been rediscovering the joy of marriage through something extraordinary. Welcome to Merge, where love is nurtured, connection is deepened, and marriages are strengthened one couple at a time.
Whether it's our Merge monthly meetings, exciting couples activities, or our annual retreat, Merge is the place for enriching your marriage.
Merge is not just another marriage group. It's more than that. It's a safe space where real conversation begins, where struggles are met with support and victories are celebrated together.
Merge has been encouraging and uplifting.
Merge has been novel. Merge has been unifying.
And as a newly married couple, Merge has been something we have never experienced.
We all know marriages can be challenging, so coming to the Merge monthly meetings will always leave you feeling motivated and encouraged to stay committed.
And we mean, there's so many things that happen within the marriage, but there's so many candid thoughts that are shared within marriage. And apart from that, the fun, as well as so many different dimensions to marriage, it really helps you to refocus and enjoy your marriage.